This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. And we are underway from Houston. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. When you look at this defense, and they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy looking to throw. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And this will be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Hunt will try going up the middle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first. Hunt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
That'll give them 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Purdy now to throw. Flushed out right. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Purdy to throw it on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Operating from the gun, Ward. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third and 19. Back to throw. Ward. He's got his man on the crossing route. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Flush to his right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone and able to get this out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Ward. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. Aha!
He's got a man. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Oilers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
McCaffrey on the counter. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Purdy. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down. A
2nd down throw for Purdy. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Purdy gets this one to Juszczyk. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Back to throw. Purdy escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Pollard going to try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Purdy. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll look to throw again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Looking to throw. More. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Throwing, Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Nicely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. This one caught by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Purdy from the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Operating from the gun. Purdy. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to